Whoop whoop! Welcome to day 3 of your HL90X. So we started off and you guys started coaching yourself, right? Taking your products and taking your pictures, getting your first story on your own. Then you guys filled out your gauge sheet to pick what your methods of marketing are going to be, and hopefully, that'll change as we go on, but you've got a good idea of where you want to start and see what works. And then you guys went through and you put it all on your calendar, right? So now if you chose HOMs, you have an HOM in your calendar every Wednesday night or whatever time that is. Nobody's coming yet, obviously, right? You haven't invited them there, so how would they know to go yet? And then you have, let's say, your in-service once a week and your invites every day from noon to 1 during your lunch hour or whatever that is. It's on your calendar as well as your big Herbalife events. So now you need to get people there. This is your job. So what do you do first? The first thing you need to do is you need to have some sort of invitation, right? Some sort of verbiage that you're going to do. So we're going to talk about invites today. And then once you have those in your mind and in your hand, you're going to feel more capable of going out and doing your invites. So let's talk about some of the different ways that you can invite people. There's, of course, the simplest, and that's just a phone call and telling somebody, hey, this is what I got going on. This is what I'm doing. Would you like to come to? And that one, is a really effective way right when you get off the bat because you're excited about it and you want to tell people what you have going on. So if you'd like to start with those invites, then just let people know. You can keep it very simple. You just call up an old friend, you're talking to them and say, hey, by the way, I'm doing this wellness coaching now, and I would love for you to come in for a free consult, or let anybody that you know, just so I can practice. I need just a couple people to practice on or something like that, and just, verbally invite them in. So one is the verbal invite. Is that new to you guys? No, why do I have to put that in my lap? That's crazy. Oh, P.S. Look it. Here's another invite. Bam. Pin. Do you see I'm wearing a pin? That's my third day wearing one. Yeah, that's right. Big time after a year. So go ahead and do that. Put your pin on. The next thing that you can do is you can have your internet, your, online invites, which there are a lot of different ways you can invite online, but it's just putting together the verbiage for what you're doing. In our different documents, you guys have some examples of different verbiage that you can use. So let me go through some of the places you can place things online. One, and the easiest, is just Facebook. Create an event is the best thing to do. Now, what some people I've seen just do is they just post a comment, hey guys, I'm having everybody over for a shake party this Saturday, 11 to 1. Remember when you just post a comment in your news feed that only a couple people are going to see that, right? We're not all going through and reading your news feed every day, right? If it comes through our news feed, then we're going to see it, or if we're stalking on it, then we will, but that's not really going to work. So what you need to do is actually create an event and invite those people to your event. So get the invite button on there. Yep. And that's super simple way you can hit all of your friends right at once. Let them know, just so you guys know, like, one thing for me is if you're inviting them for the wellness part of it, make sure they realize this just isn't for, weight loss, that it's for just getting healthy and other benefits, because people can become offended. The other thing that I do is I don't randomly select who I'm going to work with. I send it out to everybody and I post it right on there. This was sent to all my friends. I was hoping that maybe you would know somebody that needs help if you don't need help. So do that, because in that way they're like, oh, they're just targeting me because I'm X, Y, and Z, right? So I think that does help. And then, so you've got your Facebook invites, and then you have like other online sites. You can use other social media sites. You could use like meetup groups for certain things. Craigslist is a great way. So depending on whether it's like, health groups, or if you're trying to get somebody in for the business, whatever, like find your local Craigslist and post something in there. And then that's going to be your main internet base. You guys can think of other ways. Awesome. When you do the, one that works really well, just go ahead and send me an email. Just tell me so I can do it too. And then the next one is going to be like physical invite. And this is hand-to-hand, some sort of paper invite that you're sending out to somebody. So you could make individual invites for each event that you're going to have. So like, let's say, okay, next week I have this one coming up. Just take a piece of paper, cut it into 4, and, very simple verbiage of, what the, maybe just says Herbalife Independent Distributor, and this is the event time. Please join me for X, Y, and Z. Something simple as that. Now what you can do is print up a quick 100 of those, and you go to places. So just go to Walmart in the parking lot and hand it to them and say, hey, I'm a wellness coach just starting up in the area. I would love for you to come to my shake party that's this Saturday. Here you go. Or, hey, did you know that I have a boot camp down the street on Wednesdays from 7 to 8 in the morning? Here you go. Right? So something very simple, very short. You're not having a long conversation with these people, and you're just getting them the information and getting out. If they show up, then awesome. So that would be your next part of just the physical invite. You could also just do like a blanket invite where you just have a card, create one business card of, hey, I'm a wellness coach in the area, and invite them in just like for this is our different invites, or check our website for the different invites. It depends on what your strategy is, and everybody's is going to be different, but that's going to be what you need to start to produce. So look at your schedule, okay? Look at the next week that you have on your schedule and what events you're actually inviting them to. One of those should be the STS that's coming up, right? Wherever your local area is, and go ahead and print up, give yourself a goal. If you said you wanted to do 30 or, let's say 10 invites a day, okay, we'll just go with that. So if you want to do 10 invites a day, you need to print up 70 right now for the week. So you have your 70 invites. And when you got rid of all those, you know that you're done, okay? And that's just your one way. Then you make sure, I really think that you need to be utilizing the social media network as well, especially if you have the right circle of friends. If you're finding that you don't, let's say you only have 250 friends, so you hit them up once, twice, 3 times the charm, and nobody shows up, then you need to either bulk up your social media network, like meaning your friend list, or you need to go outside. So look at your different friends and try to have them promote your stuff too. So just keep it simple at first. I mean, you're going to keep it simple the whole time, but keep it simple and, call some people up, tell them what you got going on, then post a couple ads online through Facebook, Craigslist, wherever, and then produce your 100 flyers and start handing them out. All you can do is slowly start to generate the energy. Now, here's the thing. Don't be disappointed when you have your first boot camp and no one shows up. Okay? Don't be disappointed when you have your first, I guess, shake party and you only have 4 friends that come through the door. The thing is that it's this slow process where you got to get a couple people in, and then once you do, when they get on the products and they feel how incredible it is, they're going to be bringing other people into you. So that first month is going to be, the first couple months is going to be the hardest, where you feel like you're just handing things out all the time. But then, sooner than later, they're going to start working, and then all of a sudden they start rolling in, and you have no idea that it was going to be this busy. It just gets crazy. So you have to do the groundwork. You have to get that stuff out of the way, and then down the road you're going to have the people coming in. So don't give up. Just stick to those, for the next month, for the next 90 days. In fact, you're going to continue to do those invites over and over again. And if one of them is pulling in more people, do more of those, right? If you know that, hey man, I didn't know I was so great at teaching boot camps, teach more boot camps. Or, oh my gosh, you can't believe my shake parties are a success, I'm going to throw in for everybody I know. Awesome. Then go that route. You're going to see, like, I think back to my first boot camps that I ran. I would start and I had like 3 to 5 concrete people. And I was like, yeah, 3 to 5. And that was pretty exciting for me because I didn't know where to find these people. And then eventually I got to where it was, 25, 30 people in a boot camp. And that's just because they kept like rolling people into me, right? So work that mode. And then, guys, the easiest invite that you can do, remember, is wearing the brand, wearing the product. Have your button, have your shirt, have your backpack, have your water bottle, so that when somebody sees you at the gym, they feel like there's an open invitation to come to you and talk to you about it, right? So wear the brand. Be the brand, meaning have high energy and feel good and be super nice to everybody. And when people notice you turning that over, they're going to come to you and ask you. So that's it for today. Just work on your invitations, and that actually is quite a bit that you want to do. Go take a look in our database of invite examples that we have, and then pick and choose, play with the verbiage that you want, and start inviting to that first event. So your job now is to invite to all the things that you have going on next week. All right, that is day number 3 of your marketing plan. Ready, set, go.